Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV. It's that time again, Thursday evening, 8 o'clock, and we're streaming live to you via Facebook and YouTube with your fortnightly edition of Collective Consciousness, a show that is dedicated purely to mediumship. Do let us know who it is that we have joining us here this evening by placing your comments in the comments box via Facebook and YouTube. Let us know who you are, where it is that you're watching from, and indeed, if you are watching from anywhere else in the world other than the UK, we would love to know if we have any overseas visitors with us here this evening. As I say, we are streaming live via Facebook and YouTube, so please do place discretion when placing all of your comments, as they are seen by all members of the viewing public. As you regulars will know, who are no strangers to collective consciousness, sharing is caring. We would ask you from our hearts here at Spiritual Psychics TV to please share us out there as many times as you can to platforms, obviously, of a spiritual nature. We don't want to end up in the local laundrette's Facebook page, but please do share us out there to any spiritual pages and indeed your own personal pages so that we can grow and reach as many people as we possibly can. Producer Richard, before we bring my lovely guest medium on screen here with me this evening, do let me know who it is that we have joining us tonight, please, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. So we have the lovely Grace Wilson who joins us via Facebook this evening. So liked and shared, Bill. Thank you, Grace. Very much appreciated. Heidi Spicer. I'm watching from Narnia World. Do you know what, Heidi? I love Narnia. So if you meet Mr. Tumnus on the way, tell him Bill says hello. How funny. We've also got Amy Santos, who's watching us via Facebook, watching all the way from Canada, shared and liked the stream. God bless you. Thank you for holding space with us, Amy. Very much appreciated, my darling. We've got Linda Wallace, who is joining us from sunny Croydon, my neck of the woods, and you're very welcome, Linda. I hope you've been enjoying the sunshine today that we've been having here, and indeed all over the UK, guys. We've got the lovely Alison Barton, who's watching from Somerset. Hello there, Alison. Thank you for joining and holding space, my lovely. We've also got the lovely Sam O'Neill. Sam, who does our rune show on a Thursday, guys. Hi there, Sam. Thanks for joining, my darling. Lovely to have your company here with us this evening. We've also got Ashley, who's watching via YouTube, saying hi, everyone. Hi, Richard and admin. And hi, Bill. Hi there to you too, Ashley. Thank you for joining and holding space. Let's bring our lovely guest medium onto screen, producer Richard. And as if by magic, we've got the lovely Elly Charles. How are you, Elly?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
I've been really excited. I cannot wait to work with you this evening. I can feel it starting to build up already. I don't know about yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. So, Elly, for people that are maybe seeing you for the first time here this evening, tell everybody at home a little bit about yourself, because you're not a stranger to SPTV, as we know.
No. So I'm Elly Charles Taylor, because I got married last year, but I'm still known as Elly Charles mainly. And I am a psychic medium, and I have been on SPTV before, but I haven't been on the Collective Consciousness before. So I've been really excited about this. And I do want to just say I have got a bit of a pain with my wisdom tooth. So I was having a bit of a meltdown earlier, thinking that I couldn't get on. So I'm really happy that I'm managing to get on tonight. So
I'm so grateful, and thank you very much for persevering and, getting on top of the pain, because there's nothing worse than a toothache. It's absolutely horrendous when you get that.
Yeah, well, I did a little bit of a meditation before, and I asked Spirit to just hold the space for me to just keep the pain away, so I can channel and focus, and then hopefully just take it away completely.
Oh, please. God bless you. Thank you so much, Elly, for making the effort. As I say, I'm really, really grateful, and I'm really, really privileged to have you on the show to be able to work in your energy. So it's absolutely fabulous. Now, tell everybody as well at home where it is that they can find you, social media wise.
Yeah, so I've got my business page on Facebook, which is just Elly Charles Psychic Medium, and it's exactly the same on Instagram, Elly Charles Psychic Medium. So nice and easy, just type it in and you'll find me.
Fabulous. Now, Elly, as well as you being a psychic medium, you are also an author as well, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I wrote a book, so I brought it out last January. So it's over a year it's been out, and it's called Ignite Your Light and Awaken Your Soul, and it's a teaching book like full of loads of different techniques, mainly based all around clair senses, and that's basically what the book is all about. Sorry, I don't know if I'm freezing up a little bit there or not.
Fabulous. We can still hear you, so
okay.
Don't worry about that. Absolutely.
Just freezing on funny faces.
So that book sounds absolutely fabulous. And I understand with our SPTV Recognition Awards that you are up for Best Author.
Yay, that's
so
really exciting.
So guys, give Elly a vote. And you're also up for Best Mentor as well, aren't you?
Oh, I'm not sure. Am I?
Oh, yeah, Producer Richard's whispering in our ear and he's saying, yes, you are. So, guys, do check Elly out. Please do go online to Spiritual Psychics TV. Give her a little vote. And please check out all of the other fantastic light workers, mediums, healers who are also up there for nominations, and do cast your votes. And not forgetting, obviously, collective consciousness. If you could give the show a vote, I would be truly, truly humbled and grateful. It would be lovely to receive a recognition for all of the hard work that we put in here at SPTV, and also to give recognition to all of the fantastic mediums that have shared space and made the show what it is today. So that's my plug over and done with, Elly. We've plugged for you as well there, my lovely. Shall we say a few hellos to some of the folks at home?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, ladies first.
So I can see Hez full. Thank you so much as well for saying that you love reading my book and for the sunflowers. I really love that.
Oh, bless her. And we've also got Laurie Garner who's saying, woohoo, Elly, good for you. And Laurie's joining us via Facebook.
Oh, thank you, Wendy Lindsay, who's also watching via Facebook as well.
And we've got the lovely Wendy, who's part of the SPTV family as well, where she does her show midweek, guys. So please do give Wendy a check out. And Wendy's actually coming on to Collective Consciousness later on this year as well. So it'd be great to work in her energies also.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So hello to Chris Hughes as well, who's joining on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining.
Have you with us, Chris? And we've also got Joe Stainsby, who's watching via Facebook, putting some peace doves up there. God bless you. Thank you, Joe, for holding space.
Oh, that's lovely. And hello to Natalie Bentley. Hi, Elly, Bill and Richard. Oh, bless you. Thanks for joining in from Facebook.
God bless you. And don't forget, guys, keep sharing us out there. Please do help Spiritual Psychics TV grow. We've also got the lovely Gladys, who joins us via YouTube, saying good vibes. Producer Richard's boasting in our ear, saying that he's got the most shares so far to date with 198. Let's see if we can beat him tonight, guys. Come on. Team Bill and Elly, let's give Producer Richard a run for his money.
Guys.
Who else have we got with us, Producer Richard?
Hey, Joanne. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining.
They're all chatting amongst themselves in that chat function. That's what they're doing. We've got lovely Chrissy Wheatley saying, hello, Bill and Elly from sunny Bedfordshire. Thank you for joining us, Chrissy. Lovely to have you with us, my lovely.
Oh, bless Sam. Can't wait to all meet up again in June. Oh, bless. I don't think I've gone for the June one. I think I'm in Spain. I think that's when I moved to Spain. But
so,
I think
so we've got a move on the horizon as well then.
Yes. So when am I going? I'm going, around the 20th of June. Yeah. So when is this again? When's the event in June? The 11th. Oh, because I can't come because it's too close. But I will be thinking of you all. Are you going to be doing it online, Richard, as well, like you did with the? Right, okay.
And the Holistic Fair will be streamed live via Facebook, guys. For those of you that are watching at home, wondering what we're talking about, this is SPTV's Holistic Fair, and there'll be opportunities to come along to Waterlooville, where we will be having stalls, craft stalls. There will be readers, there will be healers, there'll be crystals, there'll be candles, there'll be so much to do. Bouncy castle for the kids, free parking. But we'll talk a little bit more about that later on throughout the schedule. I can see that Gladys R is saying, I'm new here, everyone's so nice. That's the thing about this channel, Gladys. We are a community channel and everybody makes newcomers so welcome. So you are very welcome, my darling.
Sam's telling me I'm not allowed. I guess, is that meaning that I'm not allowed to move to Spain?
Oh, bless her. Not until after there.
Bless.
And we've got the lovely Heidi Spicer saying there will be cake. Now, you've started the mortal sin, Heidi Spicer, because now everybody's going to be chatting amongst themselves about food tonight. So you're on the naughty step when I see you next.
Oh God, I miss food. I haven't been able to eat any food all day. I've just been having liquids because I can't open my mouth like properly to get food in. So I've just been on a liquid diet today. But I did say to Bill earlier, I was like, oh, maybe I'll lose a few pounds though. So, you know.
Bless you. And we've also got the lovely Diane Tolhurst who says, love watching these shows. Thank you, Diane. Please go on to the SPTV website and cast your vote for your favourite mediums, your favourite shows. That would be very much appreciated. Ellie, over to you, my lovely.
And hello to Soph Hillingsworth as well. Thank you so much for joining in from Facebook. Welcome. And thank you guys for letting us know where you're all from.
Absolutely. And we've also got Ashley just joining in on the cake debate saying, oh my God, lemon drizzle, yum. Right, that's enough of food. That's enough of comments, producer Richard. I don't know about you, Ellie, but I feel like I just want to start getting things going here now because I've got a bit of a build-up of energy that's just starting to make... Well, I want to say I've got a build-up of energy who's making herself known to me. So I know that I've just got a lady that's stepping forward that wants to work with us here this evening. I know with this lady, as she comes forward and she starts to make connection with me, I want to talk about the connection of the name Kathleen, whether this is this lady's name or indeed this name connects to her. I know I'm a mum, I know I'm a grandmother with this lady, and I do feel as though I have Irish connections because I'm hearing the dialect of the tone and the accent of Irish just being spoken to me here by her. Now, as I'm asking her just to give me a little bit of information about herself, the first thing that she does with me, as spirit often do, is she's beginning to impression upon me and she's starting to make me feel as though I need to acknowledge that when she would have been on the physical plane before she made her crossing home, she takes me into her tummy area and she places an awful lot of discomfort there. So I know that this lady would have suffered in and around her tummy. I feel as though it's a cancerous condition. I have to say that because I'm getting somewhat of a metallic taste being placed in my mouth, and that's my trigger to understand that it would have been a cancerous condition with spirit. You would understand there, my lovely. I don't want to be big in stature with this lady either. I feel as though I just want to be narrowed down with her, and I feel as though I want to be reduced in height as well. With her also, I feel as though I have short managed hair. I don't want to place long hair on this lady. I feel as though I've got very well short managed hair, and it would be that white, blonde, platinum colour that she just places within my mind here, God love her. Now, I know Linda Wallace is saying that's my mum's name, which is fantastic, Linda. Can you also connect to the other information that this lovely lady has started to produce and work with me here at this moment in time? So do work with me, my darling, by giving us the feedback through the comment section there, just so it allows myself and Ellie to blend. And it also allows us just to move forward with the vein of the message there for you. Hazel Kimber saying, yes, you can also accept this. Okay, my darling. So what we're going to do together, we'll work a little bit harder. I don't know if you're picking anything up on the vibration of this link so far, Ellie?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, okay. Yeah, I was picking up a female straight away as well, and everything, the way you've described her is exactly how I'm seeing her as well, and with the hair. And I was also feeling in the stomach, I was actually feeling that pain as well. I did have more pain. I feel like it kind of like moved into sort of the legs as well, so I kind of feel like she wouldn't have been able to necessarily walk near towards the end, or she really struggled to walk you know, throughout this condition as well. Sounds like my mum, but not cancer, but stomach problem. I was getting kind of like stomach bowel area, those sort of areas. But what am I getting through? But can I just talk a little bit about her personality for a moment?
Yeah, please do. Yeah, go for it.
Because like she seems like, as she's connected to me, she seems to not really want to talk about, like, you know, what was wrong with her. She wants to talk more. She's making me chuckle and giggle. She's wanting to talk about like her personality. So I feel like she was a little bit of I don't even know the word to put with this, but her personality is coming across like quite cheeky, like quite like a cheeky sort of funny lady. But she was also, when I say bossy, like I don't mean that rudely, but she was quite, you know, really quite like thick-skinned with how she liked things being done, very like matter of fact, very to the point. But she did have a heart of gold. But I do feel like she could scare some people sometimes, like with how bossy she was. But she's very cheeky. She liked to have a laugh, a banter, very, very dry sense of humour. Do you pick that up, Bill, as well?
I get. Now, I don't like doing this very often on live television, but I'm going to do it because what she's doing with me is she's giving me the hand on the hip. Okay, this is the stance that I'm taking with this lady. Okay, and it's almost like I want to shrug my shoulders as well, and I've got my head going at the same time. So I know that, you know, when she kind of like needed to make her point and put it across, and here we go, I've got the finger going as well. This would have been characteristic of how this lady would have presented. Grace is saying sister has bowel problems at this moment in time, Ellie. So there's a connection there with where you're being pulled into the bowel. Catherine Smith says, it sounds like my mum, she had cancer and has the grey short hair, and my name is also Catherine. Wonderful. Okay. I also feel as well, Hazel Kimber says she's the drama queen, bless her. Do you know, for me, I don't know about yourself, but that's where I feel my pull is with this link and this connection for the recipient. I don't know about yourself, Ellie. Let me know.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. Where do you feel the pull? Sorry?
I feel that my pull was with, was it Grace Wilson, the first message before there, Richard? Yes, Grace. Lol, just so mum. That's where I feel that the vibration, because I feel that my energy is really high as I connect with Grace. So I know that she's directing me that way, and Grace is also saying I can take everything also, Bill. So for me, this is where I'd like to work. I don't know about yourself. I don't know how you feel on that.
Yeah, give it a go. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Also, the other thing that she's doing with me at this moment in time, Ellie, is she's placing within my line of sight. She's showing me old-fashioned windmills. She's showing me the old-fashioned windmills, but then what she does from that is she actually places into my hand one of the tiny little spinning mills that you would blow, that you would put into sandcastles down on the beach. So I feel as though I just want to give this to Grace at this moment in time, because I feel that there should be a connection there and she can understand why she's placing that information with me. So Grace, do give us the feedback and let us know if you can understand why she's doing that also there, my lovely. But I just want to continue to work on the vein of this character, on the emphasis of this character, because with this finger that's wagging and this finger that's pointing, I feel that she's just trying to make a point herself with regards to placing this into Grace's lap and bringing it into present day. I feel as though we need to be doing a bit of finger wagging and pointing ourselves here, Grace, okay? I feel as though we just need to be a little bit expressive here. I want to say to you, as she gives this information to me, I feel someone needs a little bit of a telling off. They need a little bit of a pick me up, you would understand, and they need to be put back on the correct pathway, because I feel as though we're just going off center. here at this moment. Grace is saying she had a windmill in the garden. Perfect. That's why she was giving that to me there, darling. Ellie, what else is it that you've got there, my sweet?
So when you were saying obviously about her, you know, the telling off, she was bringing reference around a male, but I feel like a younger male, who I feel is linked to her and linked to Grace possibly, well definitely I think, but yeah, a younger male. And definitely with the telling off, it's like there's some sort of issue. I don't want to go too much into that because I feel like it's quite personal, but I feel like there's some sort of issue that's been going on recently, where somebody's been feeling a bit like deflated and frustrated around this younger male. And I think she's just saying that she needs to maybe stand her ground more, or really sort of, you're saying nephew, just really sort of, it's not like about, it's about finding a different way. She's saying it's about finding a different way, because the ways in which people have been trying to work with him haven't been working. So it's about stepping towards it in a different way. Does that make sense? I don't really want to go too much further into that because I feel like it's quite personal, but hopefully that makes sense.
Absolutely. And she's saying to me, she's saying to me here as well, and tell him to pronounce his words properly. So I know she's talking about the way he would present his English. I feel as though we're cutting down on words here and we're not using correct terminology. And this lady is just pulling the emphasis of tell him to pronounce his words properly and to talk properly, you would understand as well there. She gives me jelly and ice cream at this moment in time, Grace, as she works that little bit harder with me. Jelly and ice cream, I want to associate that to a party. I feel as though I want to acknowledge a celebration, and I want to place that around this time now also, because I feel that I'm sat very much within the present as she gives that information there to me also, my darling. The other thing that she does with me, and I don't know if this is a sensation that you are experiencing at this moment in time, Grace, but my ears are burning hot. I don't know if they've gone red. I don't know if people can see that at home, but my ears are absolutely roasting at this moment in time. So I feel that she just wants to impression that upon me, and she just wants to place that again as a little bit of evidence. What else have you got there, Ellie? Have you got anything else coming through, my lovely?
Yeah, so it's quite not random obviously to them, but it's quite different compared to obviously the conversation we've just been having. But literally all through this conversation she's also been placing a vision in my mind, and it's like of like a quite like, I don't know whether it's old leather, or you know, you get that material where it's like pretend leather. But it's like an old like sort of clutch bag, and it's a dark green colour, and it's like quite sort of worn away. So it's very sort of old and very used. You know what people are like back in the day, they always like to use things until they were literally falling apart. And like, I don't mean this to be rude again, but it sort of reminds me a little bit of like, you know, Pat Butcher or Peggy Mitchell from EastEnders, a little bit like sort of like the types of bags that they would have. And she's just bringing this into my mind, and she's just sort of making me think of this. So I feel that this bag belonged to her, and she's wanting to make reference to this bag. Maybe someone's got the bag still, maybe you can remember it, but hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if it does, but I've been seeing this all the way through our connection here.
Amazing. And you know what she's doing? She's working on my taste now. She's placing Baileys on my tongue. Green bag, yes, clutch, absolutely bang on, fabulous. She's placing Baileys on my tongue here for you, Grace. I feel as though she would have partaken in a little bit of a tipple with regards to the Baileys, because I very much so am enjoying that at this moment in time, you would understand. And I've got it on ice. I've not got this mixed with anything else. I've just got the Baileys neat and it's on ice. So she's bringing that forward as a gift here, a memory link association. And for me, I feel as though she's happy with what it is that she's come to say. Love the wee Baileys, absolutely. So I'm going to hand over to Ellie just to round this message off before we send her off up to the angels. And I'm going to say, Grace, God bless you. Thank you for giving me and Ellie the opportunity of working with you. Over to you, my lovely Ellie.
Yeah, so she was wanting to bring through a message, which is for Grace. And it was basically, she was saying, please don't stress, and please try to get some more sleep, because she's aware that Grace hasn't been having that good sleep, or that you keep waking up, but she's just wanting to say, please don't stress. I'm not sure if we're allowed to talk about finances on this show, but I felt like she was bringing something up around the stress being regarding around some sort of financial thing. So she's saying, don't stress, and please just make sure you just try and get some sleep. And she loves you so much. She's such a lovely lady, and I really like her. She really does make me chuckle a lot.
She's a bundle of fun. She's got a beautiful energy about her. I'm sure that there was not a minute where we would have been bored around this lady when she was here on the earth plane. I could work with her all night, but I'm conscious that we've got to reach others. So Grace, please take our message there with the love and the intent that it was meant to be delivered for you this evening. Last thing she does with me, she says to me, talk about the thumb ring. Tell Grace yes to the thumb ring. So I'm going to leave that with you, my darling. Await your comments and your feedback, and say God bless you, and thank you so much for allowing us to work with you.
Thank you.
Righty ho. And she's just giving some feedback there, Ellie. I've not been sleeping terribly. Bless her. Thank you both. Always comes to Bill. Oh, bless her. God bless you. Thank you, Grace, for giving us that opportunity. And we've also got the lovely Linda Anderson saying greetings from Mexico there, Ellie.
Hello, thank you so much for joining from Mexico. Hey, Cassie. So can I just say, Cassandra Farron is actually my publisher who published my book. So thanks for joining, Cassie.
Thanks for being here, Cassandra. It's lovely for you to hold space with us. Good evening and welcome. Right, Ellie, so shall we work on another visitor?
Yes, this is fun. I like it.
I'll let you start first now. I'll let you have a go and see if I can join in on your visitor's link. Okay,
so I've got a male coming through. I'm 5'7", so I want to place him, about 5'9", maybe 5'9", 5'10". Straight away, I've got chest issues coming up, and I feel really like I am trying to breathe quite a bit. I also feel with him that I feel like I'm going to pass out actually as he's stepping forward. So he's making me feel really sort of like weak, dizzy, like if I stood up now, like I would collapse. So I do feel like he did potentially collapse, but I don't feel like that's what he actually passed from. I feel like it was some sort of breathing condition, and his head is very sort of like kerfuddled. What else are you giving to me? He's got a moustache. I'm not seeing a beard though. I'm just seeing a moustache. So he's quite funny as well, actually. I love it when the funny ones come through because they really make me chuckle. But he is making me aware of his teeth. Like he's making me aware that he's got different shaped teeth, which makes me think that he possibly had some teeth knocked out when he was younger, and he had some fake ones put in, but they're all sort of mismatch. Some are fake, some are real, but it feels quite strange in my mouth. But he drew me to that when he was showing me the moustache. But I want to say this moustache, it's sort of like, I feel like he had it when he was younger and when he was older. So I want to place him. How old was you when you passed over? He was like around his sort of like 60s, around 67. But I feel like he was the type of man who would have this moustache all the way through life. And because I'm seeing it quite blonde, actually, quite blonde. And then obviously as he got older, it started to go a bit more, white. But he's a real character. So daughter. So he's here for a daughter. Our uncle. Okay, so Jeanette's saying our uncle. He's with his build. I don't want to place him overweight. But I don't want to place him really slim either. He's just quite like an average build for a man, but his shoulders, I would say they are a bit more broader. 5'9", 5'10". All my cousins are on here watching. Okay, cool. Come and say hello, cousins. We'd love to say hello to you, see who you are. So Bill, do you want to see if he's giving you any more?
Yeah, I want to touch on that broad shoulders that you were just talking about, because he was just taking me into mine. I feel that I want to work on this symbolically with this chat, okay? I had very broad shoulders. This man didn't have an easy life, he's making me understand. Although he would have had this very fun element and happy-go-lucky side to him, do you know what? There was an awful lot that this gentleman could have brought to the fruition or the forefront of everybody's mind with regards to, you know, the suffering, you know, the problems that he encountered throughout his life. But this shaped him, he's saying to me, this shaped me in the right direction, because I always took from something that came and presented itself to me, not in the most favourable of positions, and I flipped it and I made something fantastic from that. And I also feel as though I just want to place that element of that character with our recipient as well here this evening. Rosa is saying a big fat moustache and he was funny. Yes. Dimas, your tattoo dyed his teeth. Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you for giving us that feedback there, Rosa. The other thing, Elly, I just want to talk about with him, you were absolutely right in what you were saying with regards to going into the chest area, because that's where I was feeling a connection when I was opening myself up here as well. I know that I'm very laboured with my breathing with this gentleman. Okay, so I feel as though I want to connect very much so to there being some type of respiratory issues. Okay, where this wasn't just towards, I understand, towards the back end of my life. This built up throughout the process, taking me into the back stages of my life. So this was something that he lived with, or he learned to live with. Louise Taybone from YouTube is saying, Daddy Jeff, no moustache, had a heart attack and his teeth fell out. Okay. I also just want to say, oh, there we go. Amanda McDade is also saying, can take some of it. Teeth height, 5'10", died of a heart attack. That would take us into that connection that we were making with regards to the chest area there as well. What I want to say at this moment in time as well, as I connect to the recipients, I'm saying, give us a little bit of information that will take us to whom it is that we need to receive this message here. I want to slow down on my coffee drinking. He's saying to me, and I feel it's a lady that we're making a connection with here this evening as well, Elly. I want to slow down on your coffee drinking, on the coffee intake. Okay, so whomever it is that can relate to this message, you must understand you're drinking far too much coffee. In this gentleman's opinion, anyway. I also want to be pulled into the month of January as a month of significance for birthday, anniversary or passing that would connect to either he or indeed the recipient. And I also want to be taken down into November as well. Rosa is saying his lungs there, and Elly has some feedback. I don't know what else it is that you've got there, my lovely, that you want to share.
Yeah, so I've noticed that as we've been going along, I keep to do this. So it's I just need to do this. It's like a comfort thing, and I feel like it's like he's trying to say to this lady, who I do feel is a daughter that he's wanting to connect to, is it's like he's sort of like, as I do this, it's like grabbing my arms at the same time. It's like this comfort. It's like he's wanting to sort of like let her know that he's got her. He's still got her. He's still got, like, holding her, you know, because she's really needed some support recently as well. There's been, and going back to this with the hard time, I was really picking up that I felt that he was very sort of like strong. So even though he was very much like you know, funny, chirpy, that type of thing, he really did go through a very hard time. But I feel like his daughter has gone through a hard time as well, or is going through a hard time, and I really need to do this to like sort of like myself, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
My father died when passed away, but when preparing in funeral home, they shaved him moustache. Jan was mum's birthday. Okay, I just want to also say, as we've been going further along, And in the very first part of the connection as well, I was also struggling to speak. I felt like I was struggling to get my words out. And I know this isn't to do with my wisdom tooth, because the painkillers are really kicked in with that. So I know it's not me. So I feel like I am also struggling to get my words out a bit. So with this breathing lung sort of issue, I feel like he couldn't speak at times. And I feel like that got worse as it got worse, or as his life went on. So
we've got Kim, who's just given a little bit of feedback here. It sounds like my dad did big bear hugs as well. Thank you very much. Had a heart problem, but breathing was also a problem. Kim, I wonder if you can relate. Oh, his birthday is November and anniversary is also January as well. Perfect. Who's also got the bruised toe, the bruised big toe? Because I do not do feet. Anybody that knows me, I do not do feet. And he's showing me a bruised big toe. So I want to either connect that to the recipient, or there's some type of memory link association where he's taking me into this bruised big toe and saying to him, you can take it away now. I don't want that no more.
It's lucky you're a medium, because otherwise you'd just be like, why am I thinking about big toes?
So Kim, I wonder if you can relate to that part of the information there as well, my lovely. It'd be interesting to know if you can. Polly, our lovely Polly, who works here at SPTV. This all makes sense with me, but it's my partner's dad. Okay, there you go. And I know now that I've just seen that message, Polly done something to her foot when she was on holiday, because I saw that on her Facebook page. Now, I never knew Polly was going to place that comment up, but for me, whoosh, that's where my drive and my draw's being taken.
Can I say something as well?
Yeah, go. When
I was doing that first connection with this man, I saw Polly's name on there, and I wanted to stop and say, oh, hey, Polly, but I didn't, because I was doing connection. And then I was thinking, oh, is this man for Polly? And now that she said that, obviously that's, again, you know, making sense. But yeah, like, okay, so carry on, Bill.
Okay, right. So I've just got the toe taken away, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm also you've broken your toe too. Absolutely, Polly. I'm also being shown here post office receipts for post office at this moment in time, Polly. So I feel as though I'm acknowledging that we've just sent parcels, and you would understand about parcels going overseas, please, because I'm just seeing airmail being placed within my mind there as well, my lovely. So overseas parcels or letters, you would understand, with the airmail stickers being sent, and I want that to be placed currently as well, you would understand, for me. All right, okay. But I want to sing with this gentleman as well. I want to just like outburst in song. You know, I just feel, again, he's just working on that element of his character, and he's bringing that forward. I just want to burst out in song. I just want to be happy-go-lucky. I want to be very traditional within my mindset with him. I know that I hold the morals of my family very close to my heart with this gentleman. I also feel as though, you know, it's very important to acknowledge the family time, because this gentleman would have been quite specific with regards to everybody congregating and being around that table also. Polly's feeding back, I have to send parcel back, and I lost my sunglasses in Menorca and they are looking for them. Perfect. Thank you very much indeed. That validates that. Talk to me, Polly, with regards to the essence of this character that he's just been bringing to the forefront of my mind there. He was very jolly and always singing and dancing. Perfect. I'd love to know about the morals and the ethics of making sure that that family was kept incredibly tight, because he just emphasizes that to me again, as he just chats away in my ear here as well. God love him. And there's something to do with the significance of a cigarette lighter as well. I feel as though I have my favorite cigarette lighter that I want to be acknowledging here as well, please, Polly. It's one of the old-fashioned ones where it would flip at the top. He shows me here. I feel it's silver in colour, and I'm igniting it by twisting the button, which is on the side profile of the cigarette lighter there as well. That's what I've got so far, my lovely Ellie. Over to you.
Yeah, so I was seeing smoking literally through this, so that resonates with what I was seeing. So I definitely think he was a smoker, but he was actually giving a message, and what the message was writing. I feel like someone's been writing. So if this is for Polly, I feel like, you know, possibly she's been writing, but it's deeper than just writing. Like, I know we've spoken about my book, but it feels like there's the thoughts of a book being written or someone wanting to write a book, and I feel like he's bringing reference to that and saying, you know, go for it, or you're going to be doing that as well. Yes, he smoked and had a light like that. Yeah. Oh, bless him. And he shows me as well, he's wearing like a shirt, but it's sort of like again, like you know, back in the 80s, the types of shirts with those because, you know, I was born in the 80s, so I was quite young, but it's one of these types of shirts where it should be white, but it doesn't necessarily look white. Again, it's that whole thing of where things were used over and over, so it's almost like an off-white sort of coloured shirt. But I'm wondering if he actually wore like a vest underneath the shirt. You know how like men used to wear those like vests underneath the shirts. That's what. Oh, you're so very big. Oh my God, that's amazing. Cool. But yeah, vest under the shirt, but with a bigger collar, like, so not like a collar like what you've got on, Bill. It's like the more the pointy collars, but with the buttons undone, sort of like to about here. So it's quite like chill and relaxed. Just going back to the writing of the book, he's saying that, you know, it's going to be very good, like you're going to do really well with it. So when you get your sort of down moments of, oh, why am I doing this, or should I do it, or should I write about that, literally just keep going. He's literally got your back. He's totally behind you, helping you write this. Okay, so back to you, darling.
Fabulous. Right, I'm just gonna round off this message here for Polly before we send him back up to the angels. There, he's working with me within my mind, and he's showing me. I want to say it's a banjo. He shows me a banjo, and I'm seeing him play a banjo. I'm hearing the banjo being played out in my mind. So I want to connect this to this gentleman, please, Polly. He did wear a vest under the shirt as well. There's a lovely validation of feedback there for you, Ellie. But he's just playing this banjo, and he's singing away as he's doing so. So I'm going to leave that with you as your parting gift there, Polly, and say God bless you. Thank you so much for giving Ellie and myself the chance to work with you. And for anybody else that could relate to the message, please do take from it what you can. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. So what have we got coming up on SPTV tomorrow, Producer Richard, before we make another connection here this evening? Okay, so we've just got an ad break coming up, guys. We'll see you in about 30 seconds or so.
Join Sam O'Neill tomorrow from 1 p.m. for an afternoon of spiritual guidance and free rune readings. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, Ashley Robinson joins us for an evening of philosophy while answering your spiritual questions.
So that's what we've got coming up on SPTV tomorrow, guys. So please do make a point of coming and joining the channel and supporting our lovely Sam O'Neill and Ashley Robinson there. And again, keep sharing us out there. Sharing is caring. And then we've got a very special announcement for you. We've got a demonstration of mediumship that's taking place on Saturday, the 11th of June, from 6:30 at the Roebuck Inn, Droxford Road, Wickham, PO 175AY. You can book your tickets online, and you will have 4 of your regular SPTV hosts taking part in that mediumship demonstration. The lovely Matt and Kirsty Grogan, the lovely Polly Harnett, who we've just made a connection with here this evening, and a 6-foot bald fella called Bill Hughes. I don't know who he is, but there we go. So please do book your tickets online. It would be great to have your company and to share an evening with those who can come along. Lovely. So we've made some lovely connections so far here this evening, Ellie. How's your tooth, by the way?
Yeah, it's okay. The pain's coming back a little bit, but I think it'll be all right.
Okay, so shall we forge on and see if we can make another connection here? Okay, have you got anybody that's joining you at this moment in time?
I've got a woman, excuse me. I've got a lady who's stepping forward. I can see her. She's I don't mean to be rude. I hate sort of, but when I see this, you know, I have to say she's a bit more fuller figured. Like, I want to say a bit more than a bit more, if that makes sense, and I mean that in the most nicest way. And she's got sort of like short, again, I'm seeing her, I feel like she was older when she passed, so I'm wondering if she was sort of like in her 70s, sort of short, sort of grey white hair. Didn't really do too much with it by the end because I feel like she was actually quite poorly. Sorry, I keep needing to cough as well. It's kind of all just sort of like in my throat quite a bit, but again, I've got something going on with the leg again. So it's making me think that, again, she had a condition where she was quite poorly. I want to say she was very like stuck in bed near towards the end of her life, and I want to say in hospital quite a lot as well, because I can smell like the medicine, you know, all of this type of hospitalized sort of environment. And she's making me aware that she had to go in and out of hospital quite a bit. There was conditions that were going on with her that she had to have some tests and things like that. But she's really making me aware of the legs. There was something going on with her leg. I can feel it. It's like shooting pains up through my leg, and it's kind of like a burning sensation. And then it's all circulating around my knee as well. So I feel like she really struggled with her knee. What's that? So she's a lovely lady. I've got a really lovely energy from her. She makes me want to smile. So I'm not getting that super like funny, cheeky sort of like vibe, but I'm just getting a really lovely, warm energy. So I feel like when she was well, she was very like, would always want to make an effort. She's making me aware of like grandchildren, that type of thing. Like, she really loved her grandchildren. She makes me aware of like, again, grandchildren coming to visit again when she's like in hospital, this type of thing. And she's, what's this? Again, she's bringing me around the summertime. So she's making me aware that, is it coming up soon, next month? I feel like there's an anniversary next month. Is it a birthday? Could potentially be birthday. But again, it feels like, again, summertime of anniversary of her passing, but it's almost like birthday, from birthday to actually passing over, it's only like a month or a couple of months. Okay, so I'm really circulating around June, July, August. So it kind of felt like when she did pass, it was a really rough few months around her birthday as well. I'll hand this over to you, Bill.
Okay.
S with her as well. S. Some S in her name. Okay. Like, is it first name, middle name? Yeah, definitely one of her names beginning with S.
Okay, fine. What I've been picking up with the lady that's just making this connection with me, as you say, there was enough meat on her bones. She was cuddly. I know that this lady was very much gifted up top, even more so than me, you would understand, okay? Because that's where she takes me. And she actually folds her arms underneath, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to be very polite here. I'm trying to keep it clean. But this is the way that she just presents herself. This is the way that she just presents herself to me. I feel as though I need... yeah, a bit like Les Dawson, producer Richard. Yeah, absolutely. You know, where they push it up and they're having that chat over the fence. You know, that scenario of those two ladies. This is very much how this lady would have been when she was here on the physical plane. But she does make me have a great sense of understanding that I feel as though my blood needs to be filtered. So I don't know if I'm connecting with like a dialysis attachment to this lady, or indeed there was a need for blood to be cleansed, to be filtered. But that's what she shows me here. As you were saying as well, that there was a multitude of ailments that were going on with this lady. I was burning up, Ellie, so I know that I'm acknowledging that there would have been infection present with this lady, especially as she made her transition there back home to spirit, because she just wasn't taking that off. Julie Rampton saying, sounds like my mother-in-law had leukemia, had to go for blood transfusions, her leg was ulcerated. So that would take you down to the inflammation of your leg, what you were talking about as well. Bless you. So that's fabulous, Julie. And Rebecca Bremner is saying last name Sinclair. So she's connecting to the S that it is that you were bringing forward. And she also had cancer. Okay, let me get a little bit more from her, see where else it is that she wants me to go here as well. Okay, because she makes me understand about, she would have loved to have had a good old gossip. There's no two ways of, fluffing this up. Okay, I'm going to just put it as direct as it is that she just gives it to me, because she would have been direct as well when she was here on the earth plane. That's her character. Okay. The other thing that she makes me understand is, although she would have liked a good gossip, there's a scenario that I feel that I want to be bringing into the present at this moment in time for the recipient with regards to gossiping and about shutting things down and keeping it away. So this must relate to our recipient. They must understand that this is the reason why she's brought the emphasis of that information to the forefront of my mind there. I'm glad that she's not working with me with feet at this moment in time, but what she is doing with me, God love her, is she's actually taking me into my hands. She's taking me into my wrists. So I know that this lady would have suffered somewhat with regards to either joint pains, or indeed there would have been some type of difficulties around this lady's wrists and hands at the back stages of her life there, because I just feel an element of frustration being placed upon me as she shares that information there also. But she's also taking my breath away, Ellie. She's also taking my breath away. So again, she wants to take me up into my chest area as well as a form of acknowledgement with the other multitude of conditions that were going on with her, God love her. And I know as well, God love her, that she just shows me an awful lot of bruising on my arms. So this would have been from where needles would have been going in. She's just making me understand here as well. There would have been an awful lot of bruises, God love her. And she didn't like that fact, she's saying to me. I didn't quite like that. Okay. I also feel as though I want to go into April, because she takes me into April here as well. I feel as though I want to go around about the 12th of April as well, because I'm seeing 1 and 2 being placed in front of me. Tracy comes saying her name was Sarah and we made us cookies as well. Thank you, Tracy. What else is it that you've got there, Ellie?
Yeah, I was just like trying to work on like releasing that from my leg, because I could really feel that in my leg. It was like, I don't think she's even able to walk on that leg by the end or at one stage. So let's see what else she's got to say. She's just really sort of like, because she keeps showing me her hospital gown, so I just feel like she was like when you say, very direct and stuff like that, like I really feel that with her. But I feel like when she was having to be in hospital and stuff like that, it really got to her. It made her really down. So she did lose quite a lot of confidence, and she did lose quite a lot of like, she was just worried about her dignity a lot. And she just keeps saying, what is this? Like with this hospital gown, I feel like she really didn't like wearing this hospital gown at all. And she's bringing a reference around a grandchild, and I feel like it's a girl. The grandchild is a girl, and she's talking about like the granddaughter's behavior. So I feel like she's maybe a bit more of like she's maybe got like a teenage granddaughter, and she's talking about her behavior, that she's going a little bit maybe down the wrong route, or been testing the waters a bit, becoming a little bit challenging, a little bit of an attitude, that type of thing. And this has been a bit of a challenging situation as well for the family. And now what I'm seeing is I'm also, it's like flips to something different, but I'm being shown a vision of a deck of cards, not tarot cards though, playing cards, you know, with like but it's got spade, it's the black ones, it's like 8 of spade, something like that. So I'm wondering if this is more of a symbolism. Perhaps there is the playing deck of cards which is resonating in some way. Maybe she liked playing that, but the 8 of spades I'm being shown. So please do check out the spiritual symbolism of 8 of spades on Google, because I think there's a message within that, within the number and within the spade. But it's interesting because I do know from doing card readings that spade does represent, it's a bit like the swords in the tarot, it represents the negatives in one's life, so it's struggles and difficulties, but I'm not sure what the 8 represents. So my sister is challenging me now, her granddaughter, right?
Okay.
You can take the granddaughter.
Okay, let's see what else we can get with regards to information. What she's done with me as well, Ellie, I feel as though I need to acknowledge Bell's palsy. Bell's palsy, you know, where it affects the muscles in the face and it drops, because I'm just getting a great sense of like my muscles within my face are just pulling at this moment in time. So I feel as though I want to connect that to the recipient. The recipient would understand about that information that she shares there for us. I feel as though for me, I just saw a message flick up and it was Julie. I didn't get the surname, but for me, I felt more of a pull wanting to go over to Julie here this evening. Okay. Julie Rampton, please. Can I just see her last message? Because I felt, for me, Ellie, I felt that's where I...
Her name, that leg thing's coming right back.
There you go.
Again.
Yes, breathless and couldn't do what she wanted to do, and lots of bruising with the dialysis. Mum passed on the 10th of April. They were best friends. Okay, wonderful. Where's this Bell's palsy connection come into the fruition of this reading, please? Lovely, Julie. Do let us know if you can accept that information there also. Okay, I know that this lady, do you know what, as I say, she would have been somewhat of a character with regards to having a bit of a gossip and wanting to talk to the neighbours, but I do know that I really cherished my neighbours as well. She really had a fantastic friendship here, and I feel as though, you know, the door was always open. We were always in and out of one another's house. Julie's saying my mum had Bell's palsy years ago. That's where she's pulled the connection, because you were speaking about mum there when you were giving us the feedback. So for me, Ellie, I feel like I'm with Julie Rampton. I don't know about yourself there, my lovely.
Yeah, I think so, because when you said her name, the leg just came straight back in.
Okay, all right. I just want to say to you, Julie, as she starts to just work that little bit harder with me here now, my darling, she just shows me an essence of yellow colour within my mind. Oh
my God, I just seen that.
So I don't know about you, Ellie, but I always connect yellow for upliftment. It's sunshine, it's energy, it's all about upliftment and just pushing and wanting to just surround that recipient with an extra bit of abundance of love. So she's just making me feel at this moment in time, Julie's in need of that. I just want to say to you, Julie, that you've got this. You've got this. Whatever it is that's been bringing you down, and I feel that this is words of others, okay, you've got this. Okay, she wraps that up. In fact, what she does with me, and I know that you're going to connect to this now, Ellie, because she shows me a sunflower as well. Okay, so again, it's that abundance of just really just pushing you along at this moment in time, Julie, and wrapping you up with the support that it is you need. You think it's your mum and your mother-in-law, so we might have a little bit of a cross connection of two energies going on there. So I'm going to hand over to Ellie Julie, to wrap this message up and to finalise this message before we send it back up to the angels.
Yeah, so when I was seeing the yellow coming in, literally as you was seeing that, but it did turn into sort of like yellow flowers, and then I saw bluebells come in. So I wonder if bluebells are significant. Maybe they loved walking in the bluebells. Bluebells just feel very, very significant. And I was also, she's wanting to make reference to a dog as well. I'm seeing a dog running in, but I feel that the dog is also in spirit. So definitely sort of like letting you know that she's with the dog. But I do feel that there was a bit of a cross with two energies here, because it felt like the energy was changed. But so obviously she says mum-in-law and so forth. So, but there's so much love from this lady. She's a really, really lovely lady. She's so warming, and she just wants to let you know as well, because when she was talking about like this dignity and just feeling really upset about that, she's wanting to let you know that she's free and she's just really, really happy, and she's just literally there, very, very proud of all of her family that are still with us, alive. And she's like what you said, she's got your back, like literally she really has. So, and another thing as well is the knocking. She's saying look out for the knocking, because she does make knockings on the wall, that type of thing. Maybe you think someone's at the door, but look out for the knocking. And if you haven't heard it already, then wait for it, because it's going to come in the next couple of weeks, and that will be another little sign from her. Okay, so I'm going to leave her love with you. Thank you so much for letting us work with you. I have bluebells in my garden. My mum's favourite dog is in spirit. Oh, bless.
Bless. And do you know what? I've got the last thing that's just drifted into my mind that she's just placed. And I want to talk to you about a happy place here, Julie. I feel this is a connection that she's just given me for you. She takes me to, what I'm seeing is a lake where you've got the reeds that are just coming up out of the water. But she shows me a heron as well. A heron stood in amongst these reeds. So I don't know if this is your favourite place. This is something that stands out within your mind. But she says to me, it's your happy place. So I want to take you there. I want to put you down by that water's edge. And I just want to be looking across. I want to be looking at those reeds. And I also want to be seeing this heron. This heron is significant for whatever reason that might be. So we'll leave our love with you. And we'll say, God bless you. And thank you so much for giving us opportunity of working with you.
You can see my lovely mum-in-law walking past.
Bless her. So, Elly, I'm conscious we've come to time already. Just like that, we've come to time this evening. So, I just want to say to you,
sorry.
Go on.
Can I just say something? Because I've just read Julie's message, and I forgot to say that I was picking up about a young child. So that makes a lot of sense that you're saying granddaughter born, but I didn't click into that because I was like, is this child in spirit? Is this child coming in? That type of thing. So I just wanted to say that I did actually see that. Got a heron by my pond, thank you. Oh, bless. Sorry, Bill, for interrupting you.
That's all right. No, not at all. Look, at the end of the day, we need to get that message out there. And if spirit aren't going to, they're not going to leave us until we do so, are they? So absolutely no problems. I just wanted to say to you, Elly, it's been fantastic having the opportunity to work with them. So thank you so much for coming on this evening and battling through your tooth pain as well. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Obviously to all of those lovely viewers who have joined us this evening, who have shared us out there, who have supported the show, all the regulars that tune in every other week, we're so appreciative of your time, your space and your energy, guys. Once again, though, Elly, do let everyone know where it is that they can find you on social media, my lovely.
Yeah, so you can find me on Elly Charles Psychic Medium on Facebook or Elly Charles Psychic Medium on Instagram. So yeah, check me out.
Do check Elly's Facebook, Instagram, and all other social media out. Please do give her a like and follow. And you can always find myself, guys, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Bill Hughes Psychic Medium. So once again, Elly, God bless you. Thank you so much, my darling. It's been wonderful. Oh, thank you. And to all you guys at home, until we meet again, may the love and the light of spirit be with each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night. God bless. And thank you, producer Richard, as always.
Thank you, Richard.
Don't forget, guys, put the votes in. Do go on to the SPTV website. Vote for your favourite medium. Vote for your favourite television program for your favourite author. Give those votes to whoever it is that you feel compelled to want to vote for, and we do again appreciate every single one of you. God bless everyone. Night night.
Bye.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements this December, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness.
Spiritual Psychics TV presents an holistic fair on Saturday the 11th of June, offering the best in spiritual readers and market stalls. Join us from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Throughout the day there will be many stalls such as natural polished crystals and stones, qualified complementary therapists offering spiritual healing. This exciting day is being held at the Waterlooville Community Centre, with plenty of free parking. A wide range of handmade products including candles, oils, jewelry, naturally organic and vegan soaps, creams, and bath bombs. Not forgetting the kids, we have face painting and a bouncy castle to enjoy all day. For those who are interested in potions, spells, and essentials oils, then we have a stall for you here as well. Maybe you're looking for a reading, be it mediumistic, palm, or tarot. 11 readers are available throughout the day. Refreshments such as drinks and light snacks are being provided by the 1940s Tea Room from Havant. Plenty of free workshops, talks, and a demonstration of mediumship are also planned during the day. For more information, please visit mbs.spiritualpsychicstv.online.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.